So we're gonna start with stacks. You guys already know the deal. 2 for $5 or 15 for $13. Welcome in, Steve-O. So yeah. So you guys already know the community. I don't know if you guys heard, but the other day somebody tried to break into my house, and it was actually my neighbors. Appreciate the likes. My neighbor's son's friend broke our window. At first we thought it was a robbery, but I talked to the neighbor, and I don't know if you guys heard the story in the community, but I don't know what happened. I guess their friends were messing around in the backyard and broke our window. So today my dogs were barking. I was like, oh, maybe it's just another pickup or something, or I don't know, somebody might have put something on my window, on my door. And I was like, oh, what is this? So I look at the number, and I'm like, whose number is this? Because it's like the first time I see it. And um so I called the number to make sure it's not like some weirdo or something, like I was like, okay. So I called the number, and the number was actually the neighbor that lives behind us. And she says, yeah, just letting you know, I'm just calling you to make sure that it was actually my son and his friends that broke your window. And I said, oh, okay, thank you for telling me that. And she was like, oh, so just letting you know that we're gonna pay for the door. And I was like, okay, that's not the issue. The issue is that, like, it's not the door. The door can be fixed. It's nothing happened, thank God. But my dogs were shaken up, like I said, and all that, and we couldn't sleep and all that. And she's like, yeah, we'll pay for the door, and that way you don't have to, we don't have to press charges or anything. And I told her that, and she's like, yeah, we can, you did the estimate on the door and all that, and we'll pay for it. And I'm like, that's not the issue, right? And I was telling my mom, we could just get the money and just like put it under the rug, whatever. And my mom's like, no, we're gonna press charges. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, you do have a point. The kid needs to learn a lesson, like we're not gonna let it slide. So she was like pleading me to like not press charges, because I told her, like, did the cops come over? And she's like, yeah, the cops came over and they talked to my son, and they said, if you guys want to press charges, you guys can. I hope not. We can do an arrangement on the window to send me the estimate. And welcome in, Gaga. And we'll send in the estimate, and you can just tell me on Friday. And I said, well, I have to talk to my mom because like I live with my parents and stuff, and I have to talk to them because, and I put her on speaker so my mom can hear. And my mom said, no, we're gonna press charges. I'm like, is that what you want to do? And she's like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because the kid is just, money talks, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we're just gonna shove it off. Mom's like, no, we're gonna press charges. So the kid is going to be in big trouble. The other kids are going to get in big trouble. And she says that she can't get a hold of the other two individuals that were with her son at that time. And like what I told you guys earlier, I don't know if you guys heard, but I talked to her, and I told her, like, hey, this is what happened. It happened literally like yesterday. I'm still letting you know, like, did you guys hear anything? And she's like, no, like, we didn't hear anything. And I'm like, my house just got robbed last night, or at least attempted robbery. And she goes, what do you mean? And I go, well, I don't know, because the person that jumped over our fence jumped in your backyard. And she was like, kind of weird out it. She was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, just making sure if it wasn't your son, or your kids, or none of that. And I was telling her, go to your backyard and make sure there isn't anything missing. So she's like, okay. And she looked at her backyard, and she said, no, unfortunately, I don't see anything missing or anything misplaced. The only thing I see misplaced are the rocks. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, can I see the rocks? Because we have, the rocks in our backyard. And she's like, sure. So she told her son to bring the rock. So I saw the rock and I'm like, yeah, that's the same exact rock that's in our backyard. My mom has the pictures and everything, and the police as well. And she showed me the rock and I'm like, yeah, that's the same exact color, same exact size and everything. And she was telling her son that if it was him or his friends, he's gonna be in trouble. So I told her I can't accuse her son because I didn't see him. Just letting you know what's going on. The police is involved. We had to call the police. And it was like around, like I said before, like around 12 o'clock that happened. And at 1 is when they threw the big rock and broke our window. And then we had to call the cops. We had to call, thank God my dogs weren't hurt. Thank God my dogs weren't outside at the time. My grandma wasn't outside at the time because sometimes she sits down because her back hurts. And thank God nobody was outside at that moment, so nobody got hurt. But she's like, oh no, I was sleeping at the time. And I'm like, but you didn't hear anything. Like, it was so loud. I told her it was so loud that it felt like a gunshot, like in the movies when they do the gunshot, it feels like a giant boom. That's how loud it was. And she goes, oh no, I was sleeping and I was in the other room sleeping. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, what time was it? I was like, it was around like 1 o'clock. The cops left like around 2. And she's like, oh no, I didn't hear anything. I'm like, did you guys have anybody over? Did you guys see anything? And she goes, oh no, my son has some friends over. Then I said, somebody did it because my grandma saw somebody jump over your fence. So it has to be either, I'm not accusing your son because I was in my room at the time when I heard the thing break. And the kid was like literally sitting there and like saying, oh yeah, it was me, my friends. Like, I don't know, but my mom's like, yeah, we're pressing charges. So that's the update of um the whole like drama with the door. So we're pressing charges. I'm okay. My dogs are better. They're actually going outside in the garage, and we literally have to open the garage, the slide door of the garage to get the dogs out. So it's like been hectic all this past 2 weeks, guys. I'm sorry that I haven't been on here. We had some problems with the rentals as well, so that's why I haven't been on here. It's not that I don't want to see you guys, it's just all this other stuff that's happening. So yeah, that's what's going on. And she called me today and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna talk to my parents because I'm not the only one here, you know what I mean? So we are gonna press charges and everything's working and tested, guys. Just letting you guys know I am fine. I'm not dead or anything. But yeah, that's what's going on. So um so yeah. Crazy stuff going on, guys. I don't know what, like, I don't even know what these kids are doing nowadays. There's so much stuff they can do inside, like Netflix, like pizza or something. Like, what does she think she is? Like, having her kids up like at almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, I don't know what she was doing, but I mean, I don't know what she drinks at night, but if you can't hear that, you must be on some heavy stuff because I take medications to go to sleep because of my sleep apnea, and that thing knocks me out, and it woke me up. So I don't know what she's on, but I am gonna press charges because she was acting all stupid about it, and she's like, "Oh no, the cops!" But I told her the cops came. Didn't you hear the lights? Like they knocked on the door, and she's like, "Oh no, the doorbell is broken, and maybe they rang the doorbell, but it's broken, so maybe they forgot to knock." And I'm like, no. I'm like, no. I'm like, no, honey. I don't know what you're on or what you're doing in your house. The kids were all messy. The front door was all messy. I feel sorry for the people that are renting the place. Like, low key. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not judging anybody, but because I don't have kids, but I feel sorry for the people that are renting there. And she's like, yeah, we're gonna be renting here for a year or two. I'm like, well, after this incident, I don't think you are gonna be renting anymore. I think the HOA might kick you out because you're kids. Like, shoot. I remember when I was a kid, we were up until like 1 in the morning, like sitting outside talking. Like, we weren't even doing anything bad. Like, we didn't do anything. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I used to sit in my front yard in Miami with my bikes and stuff until like 1 o'clock in the morning on a Friday night. But we're like in the front, like, of our house. We didn't really go anywhere. But like, you didn't do anything. We were just talking. Like, we were just messing around, like, talking and stuff. Like, we weren't doing anything bad. We were just like, and even the parents would come out and like be with the like my friends' parents and stuff. They were like literally go outside and like make sure the kids are okay. But I'm like, I don't know what you on, but honey, no. I'm like, I'm done with her. And not just the freaking door, it's the mess that the kids throw in my backyard, like trash and like balls and everything. I'm like, no, I'm done with her. I'm sorry. Be control. Do you have the movie Gun? It's a really good movie. No, I do not have that movie. I don't have that movie. Sorry. That's a really good movie, by the way. I've seen it. I haven't seen the second part, but the first part. I mean, I saw the second part, but I didn't finish it. It's a really good movie. It's that hockey movie, right? Gun. With the guy from American Pie. Yeah, that's a really good movie. I like those movies like that, like the hockey movies. I don't know why I don't like Mighty Ducks. That's like one of those movies I'm like, I like it, but I don't like it. But Gun is a really good movie. But yeah. I'm like, I don't know. Dreamgirls, such a good movie. It's a really good movie, Dreamgirls. Do 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 do. Everything is working and tested, guys. 2 for $5 or 15 for $13, guys. If you guys want anything, let me know in the comments. Have any questions, let me know as well. We do a little bit of everything on this channel. We do books, we do toys, we do chess, music, video games. We do a lot of things on here, guys. Like I said, everything is working and tested. I test all my movies, just letting you guys know. I didn't know he made that movie. time. I get my wine up under the ground and I get those goosebumps every time. And they run around and they run around. And if you just want one, is welcome in SJS. If you just want one, is $3. Hope you guys had a really. What's today? Thursday. Two for $5 or 15 for $13, guys. Everything is working and tested. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments. Welcome in 2 for $5 or 15 for $13, guys. Everything is working and tested. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'm Swap Nerd. I do a little bit of everything on this channel. Highly recommend subscribing. If I'm going too fast, let me know. If you need to add it to pile, just name the movie that you want and we'll add it to your pile. If you guys want anything, let me know in the comments. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is not working, guys. So Chris, welcome in. Everything is in the show notes, guys. You're still in here? Still in here? Throw some hearts. That way you guys, I know you guys are in here. If you guys want anything, let me know in the comments. $2 for $5 or 15 for $13, guys. If you guys want anything, let me know in the comments. I'm Swap Nerd. I do a little bit of everything on this channel. Highly recommend subscribing. And I can do that like that. It's too heavy. This thing is heavy. Hope you guys had a really good Thursday. If I'm going too fast, let me know in the comments, guys. See on my phone. Bless you. Bless you. When I see on my phone, bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Welcome in. If you guys want anything, let me know in the comments. They're in the show notes. 15 for $13, 2 for $5, or 1 for $3, guys. Everything is working and tested. If you guys want a movie, just name the movie. Let's say Up in the Air. Just say Up in the Air, and we'll add it to your pile. Swap Nerd. I do a little bit of everything on this channel. We do books, DVDs, VHS, toys, modern and vintage, guys. If you guys want anything, let me know. Hope you guys had a really good Thursday. Thank God. In Arizona, it's not that hot right now. Thank God that this I guess summer is not as hot as it normally is, but I hope it stays like that because it gets 125 sometimes in Arizona in the summertime. So I guess because of the tornadoes or something that's like blowing or whatever, it's not that hot down here for some weird reason, but I don't know. It gets really hot here. It's super hot. I think the highest was like 125. That was like a couple of years ago. That's how hot it was. It was like when we first came here, I think, in like 2006 or something like that. It was really hot. I hear that. It's kind of depressing. I don't want to hear nothing like that right now. If I'm going too fast, let me know. People say I go too fast. Is these cartoons any good? I'm just curious if they're any good. The only one I remember seeing as a kid was the I think it was like the Green Eggs and Ham and the what was it, the Grinch, the The Grinch Stole Christmas, like the original one. And yo, I used to watch that, and yo, that used to scare me. I don't know why. The cartoon Grinch. I don't know if it's just me, but like, got low key. That thing is creepy. Not the Jim Carrey version, the original version. Low key, that's scary, in my opinion. Welcome in, Papa. 2 for $5, 1 for $3, or 15 for $13, guys. Just trying to get rid of some of this stuff. Everything is working and tested. Welcome in, King. And well, I don't think there's anybody here tonight. Yeah, there's like nobody.